dozens of families could be seen packing up and driving away from western districts of the port city where Islamist militants and forces led by renegade retired General Khalifa Haftar had fought for hours on Friday. And we urge citizens in Benghazi's districts Qarsha, Al-Hawari and Sidi Farai to evacuate their homes from today, Haftar's spokesman Mohammed al-Wajazi said. And Friday's violence prompted the Libyan army to declare the no-fly zone after Haftar's forces used at least one helicopter during the fighting, according to a statement on the Chief of Staff's website. And there was no fighting on Saturday, but Haftar's forces said they would again hunt down Ansar al-Sharia and other Islamist militant groups which roam unchallenged in lawless Benghazi. And a health ministry official said a death toll from the latest violence had risen to 43, with more than 100 people wounded. Medical workers said the toll could rise higher. And more bodies are coming in from areas outside Benghazi, said a worker in a hospital which received at least 40 bodies. And a security official, asking not to be named, said Islamist militants had snatched soldiers late on Friday at checkpoints they control, killed them and then dumped their bodies outside the city. And authorities extended the closure of Benghazi's Banina airport on Saturday. And Egypt's state carrier Egyptair decided to halt flights to Benghazi until the security situation improved, an Egyptian security official said. And since the 2011 civil war that ousted Muammar Gaddafi after 42 years of one-man rule, Libya has been unable to impose authority over brigades of former rebels who refuse to disarm and have carved out regional fiefdoms. And fragile government in Benghazi, the cradle of the NATO-backed uprising against Gaddafi, in particular has struggled to curb violence and stem attacks blamed on Ansar al-Sharia, which often operates openly. And Washington designates it a terrorist organization. And Haftar, a leading figure in the anti-Gaddafi revolt in February, stirred rumors of a coup by appearing in military uniform to call for a presidential committee to be formed to govern until new elections. And it was not clear how much support he commands, but it seems likely his forces are drawn from the country's nascent army, which is still in training. Tripoli's government said in February he had no authority and threatened legal action. And Libya's government is fragile and the parliament almost paralyzed by rivalries, with little progress to full democracy made since 2011. A planned new constitution is still unwritten and the country is on its third prime minister since March. And US and European countries are helping build up the regular army, but Libya's armed forces and government cannot control the brigades of ex-rebels and militants who once fought Gaddafi. And the North African nation's vital oil export industry has suffered badly and is often targeted by armed protesters seeking a greater share of oil wealth, federalist power for the regions or just better basic services. And since last summer, armed protesters have repeatedly closed down ports and oil fields, bringing production down to around 200,000 barrels per day from the 1.4 million BPD that the OPEC member state produced before the protests erupted. And, reporting by Faraz Bouzalim, Ahmed Al-Umaimi and Ayman Al-Warfali and Al-Flessing, additional reporting by Shadi Nasrallah in Cairo, writing by Al-Flessing, editing by Sophie Hay.